ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. How's everyone doing today? Sound off in the chat. Super excited for Friday. Guys, let's get right into it. Bitcoin, 122, 295 and 85 cents. Absolutely blasting to the upside. Liquidating everyone in their path. Let's go refresh the liquidation heat map. Let me get this webcam on. Hey, what's going on, guys? Ooh, spicy, spicy meatball. Zoom in, look at that. We got 121,484. See? 121,484. And then I suppose, what do I do? Bottom of the cloud? Let's do it. 117,580. That's how quick it can turn around, man. Just like 2 days ago, it was doom, man. Everyone thought that it was over. 123,729. And all it took was like one and a half days. That's all it took. 126,267. Okay. I like it. Current all-time high sits at 124,474 on Binance for Tether. And we're currently... Man, we got so close. Look at that wick. That wick went up to 123,894. Literally got, let me go, 894. I'm going to go 884, sure. Like less than 0.5% away from a new all-time high. That's crazy. Are you kidding me? Also, I would like to point out really quick, the fractal. The fractal here, I'm not going to say that I was right, but I'm pretty sure I was right. Literally called for a peak of 122 on Saturday, October 4th, 2025, which is tomorrow. And we're at that exact price right now, 122. So I'm just saying. They don't call me the fractal Farquad for nothing. Anyways, looks beautiful. We are still overbought on the 4-hour time frame, but in the bull market, that doesn't mean nothing. So we got a lot of volume, looking good. Green dot on the momentum wave, signaling further upside. We'll see what comes of that. This wick is indicative of some sell pressure, probably people taking profits at the current all-time high. So I'm not surprised. Tishu said yes. Tom Selleck Scout said higher, and Mr. Roberts said, hey, gents. What's going on, Mr. Roberts? What's going on, Tom Selleck Scout and Tishu? Happy Friday, guys. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to smash the like button. Really helps out when you guys do that. Bitcoin dominance, hopefully seemingly rejecting 59 after rejecting 59.2. We broke below 59, rejected. Hopefully that's the end of it, and it's game over. We did get a green dot on the momentum wave, and we are currently testing that moving average on the RSI after a bullish cross, so we'll see what comes of that. ETH is up 0.82% on the day, currently trading at 45.21. We got above 45, and I don't know, so far so good. So far so good. Hopefully next stop 48.68. We got a ways to go, but it doesn't take long to get there when it does happen. It is moving on like a 45-degree angle up, which is pretty exciting. So we'll see what comes of it at the close. We do have a red dot on the momentum wave currently playing out from maybe a day ago. Volume looks really good. RSI is overbought, so something to keep in mind. Sol is up, or down, I'm sorry, 0.73% on the day, currently trading at 233.03. We are holding well above 225. And the RSI is starting to linger to the downside, which is good. We did get a bearish cross over the moving average, and we got a red dot on our momentum wave. So we'll see if we maybe chop. I wouldn't mind some weekend chop and let that RSI just cook to the downside, and then we can, pop up again. Maybe it'll actually do that and retest this blue trend line, which was the lower trend line from this ascending triangle that we broke. Bullish, bearish, and then continuing. It is kind of just holding a trajectory, honestly. That trajectory is pretty solid. Tom Selleck Scout said, I demand 5K ETH. I've waited long enough. Do something, Tom Lee. But he said first. Okay, let's continue. Total 3 is up 1.12% on the day. Total 3 is sitting at the all-time high. This is alt season signal right here. Are we going to break through this and continue? because that's what we're waiting for. We are overbought though. Crap. That's scary. I mean, we made a new all-time high. Like a proper, I mean, proper is arguable because we made a new all-time high here too. It's still just a wick. I want to see a break and some trading above that before I get really excited. This is super exciting. I'm not going to try to undermine it. Total 3 being at 1.16 trillion is a big deal. If we get above 1.2, that would be crazy. But let's close a candle body. I want a full open and close above 1.16. Not a close above 1.16 and then it immediately goes right back below it, like it has been. I want a close, an open, and a close. A full candle, open and closed, above 1.16 trillion. And then we can start talking about a proper super cycle, alt season bull market extravaganza. But for now, we can still celebrate. I'm excited. Hopefully this weekend is super pumpy. It does feel like it's going to be that way, but, you know, sometimes feelings are wrong. ADA is down 0.25% on the day, currently trading at 86.84. We are seemingly rejecting 90. So, indecisive candle with 2 wicks, top and bottom. A lot of red volume in that candle as well. We do have a green dot in the momentum wave, potentially leading to upside. It does look like we crossed bearish on our moving average on the RSI and rejected. So we might see some downside here, which I'm not opposed to. Maybe a retest of 80 and allow that RSI to reset entirely so that we can get further upside later. Totally okay with that. Something to keep an eye on for sure. Momentum wave is overbought as well, so that needs a little cool off. SNEK is down 2.5% on the day, currently trading at 41.38. We are rejecting 43.08 and finding support at 40. So we hold that support. I'm happy we did get a bearish cross over the moving average and the RSI, signaling some potential downside here, as well as a red dot on our momentum wave from earlier, which is signaling continued downside as we speak. So we'll see what comes of it. For SNEK, I would love for it to hold above 40, but a retest of 38, 38.5 could be in play as well. That pulse player said, "Sup dog, what's going on?" That pulse player. XRP is up 0.21% on the day, currently trading at 304.53. We're holding above $3, which is all that matters for me on XRP. Specifically, we got above our purple trend lines, which were from a triangle that we broke bullish out of earlier. And we kind of maintained that upper turned lower trend line, which is an exciting kind of situation. We got MW, continuation of the upside, and we're in our little cushion space right now between $3 and $3.10. Hold $3 and then we can continue to the upside. We do unfortunately have a confirmed red dot on market cipher, so that's something to keep an eye on. That could result in some significant downside right there. Yeah. Moving average, we did get a bearish cross of the moving average as well on the RSI. So we'll see if we come up for a bearish retest confirmation, continuation of the downside. Just something to keep in mind. As long as we're trading above $3, we're good, but we might break below. That pulse play said 6-cent Ray. Don't mind if I do. What do you got? Let me see. Go take a look at Ray for that pulse play. I heard roar. My watch list is not empty. Excuse me? What has happened? Hello? What do I do? I'm scared, guys. Help me. Why does it say my watch list is empty? Sign in? Do I have an account? Connect wallet. Sign message. Watch me get drained. All $25. Come on. Confirm. And watch list. It's not doing anything. Sign in. Connect wallet. Sign message. I don't want Ethereum. What if I don't want Ethereum? I don't know what to do. Confirm again? It's not doing anything. Well, now I'm upset. Is my watch list gone forever? Seriously? I guess I can just manually look it up, but what the heck? All my chart data is gone. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. Dude. Deck screener did rug me. I feel like I've been taken advantage of. That was such a good watch list. Dang it. I gotta figure that out. Maybe it's Google. I'm gonna try it one more time, guys. Bear with me. Sign in with Google. I don't know if I like this. What? Okay. Watch list? Nope, that's the wrong one too. What the heck? This is crazy. Alright, I'm not doing anything else. They can go screw themselves. Oh well. We'll have to build a new one. Gotta pay for the watch list now. Don't. That's not a funny joke. HBAR. Seemingly rejecting our midpoint at 22.8, which we thought was going to happen. Or we at least thought we were going to have a point of contention there. So we broke above 22.04, rejected the midpoint, and hopefully we are finding support at 22.04, and we're going to continue and eventually break 23.5. We want to get above this 22.7, 22.8 area. RSI looks really good. Momentum wave, red dot, pointing to the downside, played out, hopefully. So there is room to run and get above 23.5, hopefully. Giovanni Fontes said, yo, what's going on, Giovanni? SWE is down 0.17% on the day, currently trading at 358.07. We got resistance, midpoint resistance here at 361. So I want to see a break above that, obviously. The RSI's got to reset. We did get a bearish cross over the moving average, and you got a red dot on your momentum wave, which took a while, but it is starting to play to the downside now. I don't know. I want to... It is at that point where it could be doing the linger thing. Like if it does this and then takes off later, that's a complete possibility. It might break back below 353. I guess what I would want to see is it hold above 342. $342 should be our nice support area, and that should reset the RSI and momentum wave to give us more room to the upside later. Ondo is down 1.06% on the day. Vikey said, hey, JJ, can you take a peek at AIOZ? Thank you. Tom Selexcoat said, do you have to let it linger? That's such a good song. I'm not going to try to sing it, though. Okay. 1.06% in the red on Ondo specifically. More like off-do. We got an M. We got a ugly W. There really is no W. I just made up the W. What if I said, I see you disappoint us all again today, JJ? And eventually I'll wear the navy blue again. Just so you guys are aware, these are like my pajama shirts. Like I get home, I get out of my work uniform, and I put on a nice comfy t-shirt. And then eventually, when I go to bed, I sleep shirtless. But I do wear gym shorts. They're super comfy. I got dad slippers as well. When you become a dad, you just like they spawn in your in your home. You know what I'm talking about? The dad slippers. Every dad has a pair. They're required. If you do not have the dad slippers, then you actually lose custody of your child. Okay. Ando, we're dancing around 95.35, and that's the important level that we want to stay above, but we're struggling. Let's see, we got a little dance to get above 90 again. We got above 90. Maybe we come back down to retest 90. RSI did get a bearish cross over the moving average and retested confirmed bearish. Resistance, we got a red dot on our momentum wave. Momentum wave is incredibly over spicy at the moment. Waterfly said slippers the best. The dad slipper specifically. That pulse player said, so just no on Ray then? I looked at Ray. Did you not see me pull it up? Maybe I pulled it up in the other window. I mean, all my chart data is gone. But you got your MW still playing out. Where is it? Am I crazy? Oh, WM, I'm sorry. Your waste management fractal. It might have played out already. You got your break above the top. So you got your neckline from the W. WM, support, break, support, probably continue. You have to wait and see. I don't know where my support and resistance levels are. I'm not going to go through and do those all again. I got to fix my deck screen or whatever the heck happened. Ridiculous. I don't know why this would ever change. It's insanity. Not okay. And I'm not signing in with my my regular Gmail Google account because that's how they get you. I'm going to be extra paranoid when it comes to deck screener specifically. So, Ondo, potential retest of 90. Volume looks good. RSI resetting. Momentum wave resetting. Probably, if we get midpoint support, then look for like 92.5 maybe. Otherwise, 90 is probably in play for sure. Arrow is down 2.85% on the day, rejecting $1.20, which is our resistance line that we've been taking a look at. We danced around 96.2. Stayed above $1 pretty much the whole time. Support, 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 continuation. And each time it was getting higher high, higher high. And now we got another higher high. Maybe we come down for a retest of 110 if we lose 115. Retest 110 and then continue to the upside. RSI to get that bearish crossover the moving average. Retested and confirmed resistance. And you got a red dot on your momentum wave. Playing to the downside from way earlier today. Kind of a double top situation right here as well at $1.20. So $1.20 is going to be a big point of contention. Get above $1.20 and then $1.23, and then we can start talking about reclaiming this pattern. We are holding. There's like this legacy trend line though, the purple trend line that we've been riding pretty consistently. So if you get back down there again, it's probably a relatively decent buy. Pinlink is up 2.1% on the day. The Pinlink fractal, pretty dang. Actually, that looks even better. I'm gonna leave it like that. This fractal is literally this. This is the only time that it's been in this zone in between 39 and 50. Let me scoot it back over. And so far, it's playing out exactly the same that it played out before. So it might be a good buy, especially if you get this scoop. You get that little scoop and then continuation. It's not the end of the world. Maybe look for a retest of 39. I would love for the yellow trend line, the midpoint, to hold at 45. But, you know, can't win them all. We'll see. Mr. Robert said I'm wearing slippers right now. Nice. Are the dad slippers? Render is down 1.03% on the day. Currently trading at 361.56. Double rejection around 374 or 370. Let's see. Support at 350 should be pretty strong. We got resistance, resistance, resistance. Break, and then it kind of got resistance at 374, 375 right here. Let's see if we go down for support at 350 because we did not retest that technically after we broke it. So 350 is potential. We do have a green dot in our momentum wave, and your RSI got your bearish cross. You were never overbought here, so you got a bearish cross and rejection on that moving average. So let's see if it plays out further to the downside, or it's got room. Honestly, the RSI has room for this to curl up and break above 374. Giovanni said, whoa, I'm buying pin at 45 if it gets there. That looks good. Yeah, it does look like a good chart. It really does. The fractal looks great. I'm still blown away that fractals actually play out. The one on Bitcoin, like, it's silly and stupid, but why did it play out perfectly? And it didn't to an extent, but I mean, like, we put this here and we got a little deviation right here, but the end result, that 122 on October 3rd, October 4th, that would have been a beautiful trade. And again, somebody mentioned it the other day. They were like, you're going to do the perfect TA on it, you're not going to trade it. And that's exactly what happened here. Exactly what happened. 100%. But I did have faith in further upside, and I did not sell my bags. I didn't panic. I didn't get worked up. I really like the volume. Look at the volume on this. Oh, that green cloud. It's so pretty. All right, where were we? Pin link render, Stellar. Stellar's down 0.39% on the day. I'm still very impressed with Stellar's performance. We had this overhead resistance, the purple trend line. Look at this. Rejection, 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 rejection. Break. It is now sitting above that I'm going to call it legacy resistance line from August, from 2 months ago. And now we're above it. We broke above. Technically, we retested it with this candle. I'm going to call this a retest as well, potentially. We want to get above this yellow line now. The yellow resistance line was resistance since August 24th, actually. At 41, what is that, 41.20? You got rejection, rejection, and now rejection. We need to get above that. And we might have the momentum and the support with this purple trend line break. Maybe we come down, retest that, and then blast right above that yellow trend line. We did get a bearish cross over the moving average and the RSI, and we have since rejected that moving average. And you got to read that on your momentum wave, point to the downside. So we'll see if we pull back to our purple trend line. If we do, my target, not financial advice, probably 39.55, 39.50. We'll see what comes of it. Otherwise, bullish scenario, break 41.20. And then we'll start talking about higher levels. Polkadot is up 0.63% on the day, testing this resistance at 43 or 4.3. Let's get above that. That is the midpoint of between 421 and 444. Getting above that's going to be crucial to eventually, hopefully, get above 444. Continue to the upside. We are almost overbought. So we got our bearish cross. We tested, and we're still kind of testing. It might break above that. We got a early entry for the daily close contest from Mr. Tyler. Apparently, I don't know how to work my phone anymore, and I got it. Got it. Bam. I had to tell several people today that they were trespassing. It was the weirdest thing. People just show up and like walk onto the property because they're like, oh, we've been picking Osage oranges here for 10 years. I'm like, I don't care. If you roll your ankle and sue me, then I'm screwed. You need to leave. Like the road is filled with them. And they literally see me. They see me working on this property and they're like, and I'm like, you can't be here. It's so awkward. They're all super nice, but it's weird. It's so weird to me how entitled people are. Very strange. Anyways, Polkadot looking like it wants to get above that line. Let's see what happens. Altcoin is down 1.04% on the day, currently trading at 67.032. We got kind of a midpoint kind of situation going on right here. In between, what is that, 61.945 and 72.60. I don't know, we're kind of just lingering. We had resistance, again, break, support. Hopefully we're just climbing up now. I want to get above 70. 70 looks like it's acting as some pretty strong resistance. We never became overbought, which is good. We did get a bearish cross. I would call it a bearish cross over the moving average, and it technically is, but it also looks like it's coiling up really well. So we might be looking for a big, I'm going to call it blast from Altcoin. We'll have to keep an eye on it for sure to see how big the cloud is. We do have a green dot on the momentum wave as well, pointing to the upside. So the potential is there. And like I said, we never were overbought. So it has the opportunity to become overbought. And maybe get above this this big midpoint. No, actually, this is the midpoint. That's what it is. Between 83 and 61, this 72 is that midpoint. Which also happens to be where we found support back here. Previous support turned resistance. Let's get above it. CAS is up, down 1.09% on the day, currently trading at 0.08. We got above our midpoint between 76 and 82. The midpoint is 79, 79.69. Broke above it. Support, hopefully continuation. Let's break above 82.76 next. RSI never became overbought, which is good. We got the kind of coiling situation. It broke, bearish, retest, confirmation. Are we going to continue to the downside? Maybe. If we do, are we going to maybe, I don't know, do we find support at the midpoint right here at 79.69? I don't know. Tom Selleck Scout said Tyler ate a whole bottle of Tylenol before typing out that guess. Yeah, I see it. I see it. So yeah, Cass looks like support, but I don't know, the volume's not really there. The lackluster performance out of Cass just has me like perma bearish every time I look at it, and I feel bad because I shouldn't feel perma bearish on any coin. But man, this thing is not a good performer at all. I mean, this looks good. We got support, break, resistance, 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 break, support. Maybe that's the move. I'll leave that yellow line there, even though it's getting a little messy, but oh well. Avalanche performing very nice today compared to the other coins, up 1.26% on the day, currently trading at 31.38. We got above our midpoint, which is 30, maybe let's just call it 31. We got above our midpoint at 31, which is the midpoint between 29.51 and 32.50. Let's see if we can sustain this move. RSI looks great. Momentum wave has a green dot pointing to the upside. There's definitely room to go for Avalanche. Let's maybe get above 32.50. Oh, Tyler's making a change. I didn't even realize that number was that ridiculous. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it, Tyler. Okay. Change acknowledged. Ladies and gentlemen, we got less than 8 minutes until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that chance for you to win up to $300. Kyle Matthews said, "Good day, brother. What do you think about SoMe? Huge volume every once in a while. Targets? Thank you. Is it available anywhere outside of Dex Screener is the question." It looks like it might be. Binance? Okay. It does have volume spikes. I see the volume spikes. They look nice. Not a lot of chart data. And it kind of reads like one of those flavor of the week coins. I'm liking this triangular consolidation kind of situation here, but it did break bearish. And it looks like maybe it's doing a miniature version of that. Volume looks good. Let's see. You got a bearish crossover your moving average on the RSI. And it is actively retesting that as we speak. That's not what I wanted. So look, you overbought, bearish, cross, retest. You either are going to reject or break above that and continue to the upside. I'm probably looking for a rejection. I did not peek at AIOZ. I will take a look after this though. You really want to get above this 90 and then the dollar level. 90 is your resistance from back here. Previous support turned resistance when you broke below. Resistance once, twice. Couldn't get above it. So get above 90 and then get above a dollar. Dollar is going to be a nice psychological level. Also resistance here and technically here. So 90 and a dollar. Get above those and then we can start talking about more bullish price action. And it might happen pretty quick. I'm going to call this launch hype. I'm going to call this little recovery hype. And then right here, you lost it. Broke, resistance, 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 broke, resistance. And now it's coming back up for that 90. So get above 90, and then, we'll start looking at the price action a little bit better. Take a look at AIOZ. Have I looked at this before? I feel like I have. What chart was it, though? Clearly, I haven't. I'm gonna go with KuCoin, I suppose. Okay. 30, 193. There's very clear resistance here for sure. You got support, 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 resistance, resistance, resistance. Yeah, a lot of confluence at this 30 level. After that, I would be looking at this 35 for sure. Maybe a little bit lower even. We'll just call it 35 for now. Potential rate there as well. 32.5. I'm kind of liking this consolidation situation. That looks like a little wedge. Let's zoom in. We are on the 4-hour time frame. Kyle said thank you. Absolutely, Kyle. Thank you for smashing the like button and subscribing. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Kyle, if you stick around as well, within the next 4 minutes, we're going to be doing the daily close contest. Chance for you to win up to $300, completely free to play. Anyone can participate. And there's no guarantee that anyone's going to win any money every single day, but there's a possibility. The possibility of winning that money every single day is real. We have not had any grand prize winners yet. We've had several $20 winners. If you stick around and you want to know the rules, let me know in the chat. At 7:50 p.m. EST is when you're allowed to start guessing. 7:55 p.m. EST is the hard cutoff. With AOs, you are currently overbought on the 4-hour time frame. What's nice is you became overbought. You got a little curled down, found support at this moving average, and bounced off of that and is continuing to the upside. You also got a green dot in your momentum wave signaling further upside. So close above 30.118, and then we can look at 32.5 for the next level. Got kind of an MW thing going on here as well. So signs point to potential upside. Chainlink fractal, looking pretty good actually. Down 0.88% on the day, seemingly rejecting this 23.20 level. However, see, it never became overbought. You do have a green dot on your momentum wave, currently pointing to the upside. You want to get above this 23.20 level, which is kind of a midpoint in between your 24 and your 21. A little bit higher. Maybe 23 is the midpoint. We'll just call it 23. This is a little temporary support kind of situation at that 23.20. So let's get above 23 and 23.20 and see if we can make our move to 24.42. Ava Pie 99 said, can you look at AWE? Yes, I can. AWE. Aw. Ooh. They should change the name to Ooh. Okay, I'm liking the pump. I really like that RSI reset too. So this thing became incredibly overbought back here. And then you had a huge sell-off, but it continued on this basic like trajectory, this parabola. And the RSI like reset very nicely, kind of played around the moving average. You did get a bearish cross of your moving average right here at like your Pico top, which resulted in some pretty decent downside. You have since found what I'm going to call a bottom, which is the same bottom that you had back here. Green dot on the momentum wave, point to the upside, and you are about to get a bullish cross over the moving average. Potential upside momentum is definitely there. Guys, we got less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Chainlink, we talked about. Doge, down 1.29%, breaking above this upper trend line, which is a little sloppy trend line, but let's get above it and see if we can make our way towards 28.118 or 184. Near looks amazing. It's up 2.09% on the day. It's in our little pillow zone in between 299 and 308. Let's break 308 and then continue towards 334. And Pegu's up 0.13% on the day. Broke above 3105. Let's get to 3382 next. Looks good. RSI looks great. Green dot on your momentum wave signaling further upside. Bitcoin currently trading at 122.241. Let's get down to the 1 minute time frame. Guys, get your guesses ready for the daily close contest. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. The daily close contest has officially begun. Anyone in the chat that is unfamiliar with the rules, 7:50 to 7:55 is your guessing window. You got a 5-minute window. Hard cutoff at 7:55. There is a delay. I am not responsible for the delay. You are responsible for the delay. If you guess closest without going over, you win bragging rights. It is Price is Right rules, so if your guess goes over even by 1 penny, your guess is completely void. Closest without going over wins bragging rights. If you nail the first 6 digits of the Bitcoin daily close price on the Binance USDT chart, you win $20. If you nail all 8, which includes the change, then you win $300. So you're basically trying to guess what you think the daily close price of Bitcoin is going to be. Submit it in the chat. Sometimes YouTube does not let it go through. So you might have to put letters in between the numbers. I'm perfectly capable of deciphering letters and numbers, so do that to make sure that you're guess goes through because YouTube gets a little finicky sometimes. And Mr. Tyler submitted early. So let me get his in here. Tyler coming in with 122 36969. And then we got Tom Selleck's Goat 122 230. We got Neki Reki 1 million. We got Giovanni 122 143.26. Yeah, see how Giovanni submitted his? Submit yours like that and you're almost guaranteed it'll go through. Arrow Maker coming in with a 122 210. Mr. Robbers coming in with 122 293.67. Happy Friday, guys. Waterfly said good luck all. Cheers. Delicious. Anybody else for the daily close contest? Remember, it's up to you to make sure that your submission goes through. If you want to guarantee that it goes through, join the Discord in the description. It's completely free, and that way your guess will be timestamped. If you do submit it via the Discord, just let me know in the chat that your guess is in the Discord, and I'll go check it. Bitcoin 122, 249, and 1 penny. You guys got 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining on the clock to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Chance for you to win up to $300. Waterfly said, enjoy slipper time, mister. I like that there's a designated time for the slippers. I mean, there really is. I don't wear my slippers unless I'm like off. I'm not at work. I don't have anything going on. I gotta spring into action as a dad, but like not full responsibility. Maybe I go and get them mail. Maybe I go grab like a gallon of milk or something. You know, any kind of dad task is eligible for slipper time. J Shear 2.0 coming in with 122, 333, and any change? I'm just going to submit it right now, and if he puts change, then I will change it. Okay. Anybody else participating in the daily close contest? You guys got 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining on the clock to get your guesses in. Go check the Discord just in case nobody in the Discord, okay? Jishu said, this is my birthday guess. Is it your birthday today, Jishu? What? Happy birthday. Is it really your birthday? I need confirmation. Can we get confirmation? Is today Jay Shear's birthday? Can you hear me? Cheers, guys. Happy birthday, Jay Shear. You guys got 37 seconds remaining on the clock to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Remember, it is a hard cutoff and there is a delay on YouTube. I am not responsible for the delay. You are. You guys have your own clock. You're perfectly capable of monitoring the exact time. I will say time's up in the chat. After I say time's up in the chat, if your guess comes in afterwards, then it's completely void. You're basically throwing your guess in the trash at that point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating. Let's get these bad boys up on the board. Anyone new that did not have a chance to submit a guess for any reason, we do this every single day, so more than welcome to participate tomorrow. We got Neki Reki. I'm just going to put him way the heck up here. I'm going to say represents $1 million. And then we got Tyler with the 122, 369.69. And then we got Jay Shear 2.0, whose birthday it is. With 122, 333. And then we got 122, 293.67. And that is Mr. Robbers. You guys nice, evenly gapped. Tom Selleck's Goat with 122.230. Tom Selleck's Goat has a gap twice the size of everybody else's so far, except for Tyler. Tyler has an enormous gap. Tom Selleck's Goat Error Maker 122.210. And then last but not least, Mr. Giovanni Fontes, the winner of yesterday's daily close contest. 122, 143.26. Candle Slayer said, wait, what? What? I mean, technically, you would have the biggest gap if that's what you're wetting. Can I change 2 milli? No. I will not authorize that change. Tom Selleck's Goat said you could drive a car into my gap. Disgusting. Tom Selleck's Goat has an enormous appetite for gap. Ladies and gentlemen, Giovanni Fontes currently holding the lead. We got 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone all together now for J-Shear 2.0. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, J-Shear 2.0. I don't know what happened to 1.0. Happy birthday to you. Cheers. Happy birthday, J-Shear 2.0. Tyler said trust pump. Oh. Giovanni Fontes still in the lead. Bitcoin currently trading at 122, 196 and 94 cents. Let me pull Necky Recky down here so that he doesn't get lost in the lost in translation. I want to get a little. I'm gonna pull him way down here. Just make sure that I'm aware if it gets above his that it's still technically not above his. We got 19 people watching right now, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Giovanni Fontes still in the lead. Bitcoin currently trading at 122, 187 and 74 cents. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Tom Selleck's Goat said, has anyone ever told you you have a lovely speaking voice? No, they have not. Thank you, though. This is my post-virus voice. I'm convinced that it has completely changed. What if I said happy birthday? Giovanni said, tiny dump, please. Giovanni's still in the lead. Bitcoin getting a little bit pumpy here. Indecisive. We got 63 seconds remaining on the clock. Giovanni's still holding the lead. Error Maker very close here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. 122, 206 and 6 cents. Error Maker FPV very close to possibly becoming the first $300 prize winner on the channel. 122, 206 and 6 cents. Error Maker's guess 122, 210 even. Very close, within $4. 36 seconds remaining on the clock. Giovanni's still holding the lead with a relatively decent sized gap. Tom Selleck's Goat's gap almost the same size. Giovanni Fontes and Tom Selleck's Goat matching gaps. Who'da thunk? Mr. Robbers and J-Shear 2.0 also relatively decent size, similar sized gaps. Tyler's gap enormous. No one has a gap as big as Necky Recky though. Necky Recky has the largest gap. Giovanni Fontes still in the lead. 5 seconds remaining. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! There it is. Oh my gosh, last second. Double pump. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of today's daily close contest, Tom Selleck's Goat. Very, very close. Very close to winning the grand prize. Bitcoin's daily close, 122, 232. Oh, so close, so close. 122, 230, even. Tom Selleck's Goat's guess. Bitcoin daily close price 122, 232. He was down by $2. Almost won the $20 prize again. Congratulations, Tom Selleck's Goat. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. Press the button. Yay! 122, 232. 122, 232. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Congratulations, Tom Selleck's Goat, on your victory. The double pump surprise nobody was expecting. What a crazy day. Tom Selleck's goat 122,230. Congratulations, my friend. Let's get some bananas in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Clear the board. Tom Selleck's goat is our winner. Down by just $2. He was within $2. 200 pennies. Very cool. Congratulations, Tom Selleck's goat, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas. Spam the bananas. Banana spam. Very cool. Congratulations, Tom Selleck's goat. Let me add you to the winner's Google Doc after I transition back to our regularly scheduled programming. Tom Selleck's goat. Cool, cool, cool. All right, Tom Selleck's goat's current ranking is officially second place, pushing Fahid for the first time in a very, very, very long time into third place. Ladies and gentlemen, the dynamic of the game has officially changed. Tom Selleck's goat is a gunnin' for that throne. Mr. Tyler, prepare your gap. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 122,230 even and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 122,232 even on October 3rd, 2025. Mr. Tom Selleck's goat's prize is a churro. A limp churro, to be specific. Congratulations, Tom Selleck's goat, on your victory. Feel free to slice or rip this bad boy up, divvy it up amongst your friends, your peers, your fellow competitors, maybe the people that are now beneath you, since it is majority of the competitors on the board. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. Tyler said you're going to have to change the whole board. That's literally what I do every single time, Tyler. Do you pay attention? The board has changed. And that's why I'm excited when new people win, because then I don't have to change the board. But it doesn't advance the game, so it's like slightly less fun. But it's exciting when new people win, because then they have a chance. They know that they get a chance. They get the taste. They get a taste of the victory. Tom Selleck's goat said, quite the curve on the churro. Might want to see a doctor about that. I don't think that that's a concern. It's when it's really straight and hard for over 4 hours, that is when you need to see a doctor. Congratulations, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, the silver, the silver, $47.96. New high, new 4-hour candle close high. Very exciting stuff. DXY, lingering. Nobody really cares about the DXY anymore. Market strategy is sustaining its pump so far. It's at 349.60. Let's see this bad boy get up to 500. That's my target. NASDAQ was a little bit down today. Still lingering near all-time highs. Maybe a little breakout retest. Yeah, resistance, resistance, break, retest, confirmation, continuation. Let's see if that's what plays out. S&P 500 also breaking records once again. 67, 15, 78. Looking good. Bitcoin dominance 58.82. Seemingly rejecting 59. Let's get a little bit of a pumpage going on for the altcoins. Congratulations, Tom Selleck's goat, once again on your victory. Enjoy your limp churro. Sink in Toaster said, nice thick churro. Does that churro come with cream? It comes with nothing. You get what you get. You do have to provide your own cream, which I think you can manage. A churro can usually result in cream if used correctly. Okay, we got some news articles, guys. BNB reaching a new all-time high of $1,100. Very cool. Tyler said, gotta go, friends. Nice chilling. Busy life recently. Take it easy, Mr. Tyler. Don't forget to tell JShare 2.0 happy birthday and congratulate Tom Selleck's goat for overtaking Fahid for second place in the daily close contest. Bitcoin still has a larger market cap than the top 5 banks in the world combined. Bitcoin is $2.4 trillion. JP Morgan Chase, $845 billion. Bank of America, $375 billion. IC Bank of China, 340 billion, Agricultural Bank of China 320 billion, and Wells Fargo 260 billion. Very cool. Candle Slayer said, I'll provide the cream. Thank you very much, Candle Slayer. That's very generous of you. Mr. Rapper said, peace, Ty. Tyler said, make sure you like and sub and don't be a bitch or gay. Don't be gay. Just Have Fun said, yo, what's going on, Just Have Fun? G-Shear 2.0 is dying. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you get old. Coinbase partners with Samsung to offer users access to crypto through Samsung's wallet app. Very cool. Russia's largest stock exchange calls on regulators to lift retail Bitcoin trading ban. $3.5 trillion Goldman Sachs says they are seeing increased institutional participation in Ethereum. That's very exciting. $100 million worth of Bitcoin and ETH shorts were liquidated in the past 60 minutes. That was 7 hours ago. Very cool. Michael Saylor, can they change this picture? I understand the point, but his hand, there's like the creepiest curve from the angle. It makes it look like he's got stumpy little, like grubby little fingers. I don't like it. Freaks me out. They need a different picture. He was like up for like a week when they took this picture. Michael Saylor says, I hope you kept the Bitcoin. Absolute Giga Chad. My favorite Michael Saylor quote still to this day is, Bitcoin is the exit strategy. We are reaching a point now with the dollar devaluing so fast and so frequently that it literally does not make sense for you to not put, not financial advice, to not put all of your money into Bitcoin or crypto in general. Rich people don't keep cash. Wealthy people do not keep cash because they know cash is just dying all the time. Nonstop. There's never been a point, I don't think, ever in history. They can say on charts like, oh, the dollar was increased, blah, blah, blah. No. If you measure the macro levels, there has never, ever been a point in history where a currency was increasing in value. Ever. Ever. I'm just saying. Mr. Roberts said Sailor is cupping balls there. You'll never not see it. Now, I do believe that that's the point of them always putting that picture in there. But I mean, who cups balls like this? They need a better picture of his hand, like open more. He's doing like, he's like all creepy. He's got the freaking strong hand from from Scary Movie. It's a creepy picture. It's not, unfortunately, Tom Selleck's goat. It is not AI. You said Sailor does a lot of cocaine. That was the joke, actually. That's why I said he was up for like 4 days when they took this picture. Okay, Bitcoin chilling 122, 167, and 44 cents. Let's continue. 71% chance Bitcoin hits $126,000 this month, according to crypto prediction platform Polymarket. I like that they have to say crypto prediction platform Polymarket now. When they bring up Kalshi, they just say Kalshi. It's a little irritating. I think Polymarket was more popular first, so Kalshi can go F themselves. But it is what it is, whatever. U.S. Treasury plans to mint $1 coins with President Trump's face. I actually saw the design for the coin. It actually looks pretty sick. Tom Selleck's code said, use my strong hand. My favorite is, my germs. And he goes, and he smashes his hand in the pie. And they're all like, ooh. Marty Party posted, Max Payne just clicked to $124,991. Hashtag we going up to all-time high on Bitcoin. Very cool. This one's interesting. We talked about, somebody jokingly mentioned a Walmart stablecoin the other day, which I think is entirely in the realm of possibility, especially within the next like year or two. I give it like 16 months. Walmart's fintech arm, OnePay, is making waves in the crypto space with plans to integrate blue chip crypto trading and custody directly into its mobile banking app later this year. Founded in 2021 as a majority-owned subsidiary of Walmart in partnership with Ribbit Capital, OnePay is already a top 5 finance app on iOS and Android, offering everything from high-yield savings to buy now, pay later loans, and apparently peer-to-peer payments, and even wireless plans, positioning it as a U.S. answer to WeChat's all-in-one super app for undeserved consumers. Underserved. For underserved consumers. I'm like, damn, undeserved, that's kind of bold. They're like, well, you don't deserve this, but we're giving it to you anyway. I was like, jeez, pretentious much? The crypto rollout, powered by infrastructure provider Zero Hash, fresh off a $104 million funding round backed by firms like Morgan Stanley, will let users buy, hold, and convert regulated crypto to fiat for seamless spending at Walmart's 10,500 plus US stores or to settle card balances. This taps into Walmart's massive weekly footfall of 150 million customers, potentially onboarding millions to crypto without leaving the app. Note, further expansion will allow Walmart customers to pay in native stablecoin. There you go. But initial deployment, the crypto will be market sold to fiat-based USD via banking partners. So, I mean, that right there gives it away. That native stablecoin, Walmart native stablecoin. Honestly, this is exactly what we need. I genuinely still believe to this day that the main barrier to entry for retail, for crypto, is ease of access. It is really complicated and stupid to set up a Coinbase account or any account. Coinbase is the easiest one, but like if I say I want to buy crypto, or if my mom says she wants to buy crypto, I will literally, if she doesn't want to do Coinbase, I'll just have her buy crypto in PayPal, because it's easy. It's right there. It's easy. Everyone knows how to use it. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App are the easiest things we have right now, and even that's like stupidly complicated and weird. If Walmart is going to like seamlessly integrate this into some everything app that they already have that's super popular, it's going to take off. I think it's going to be huge. And I think that we need more of that. It needs to be the invisible blockchain. That's like one of my biggest things that I harp on. When Off the Grid came out on Avalanche, it's like a PvP shooter game. It's super fun, super cool game. It's built on crypto, and you earn crypto while playing, and you can like sell their crap in game for crypto, but they don't shove it in your face. You don't have to know anything about. You don't even have to do the crypto stuff. You can just play the game, have fun. It's not pay to win, so you don't need like crypto knowledge in order to be better than everybody else. It's literally the invisible blockchain. When I'm playing a game, even if a game has microtransactions, I don't need to know that. I just want to play the game and have fun. If I figure it out later, whatever. Who cares? But if I enjoy the game, I enjoy the game. That's it. Same concept goes for stablecoins, cryptocurrency, anything like that with retail and let's call it DeFi. We need to make it so that people don't need to know that it's crypto at all. They just need to know, oh, there's this like peer-to-peer money thing, this app where I can earn yield on money, and it's pretty much just a bank, a little mobile banking app. And oh, look at that. It just happens to be crypto. I had no idea. And I've been using it for a year. That's what needs to happen. Mr. Robert said, can daily win contests be balls memes too? A pair of pool balls in a gym sock for starters? I mean, who wants to eat that, Mr. Roberts? I feel like maybe we could do a vote. I feel like the food is necessary. The edible aspect is necessary, but maybe you guys feel differently. You guys are the ones winning it, so I suppose it can be anything. Phallic shaped. We'll figure something out. We'll talk about it. We now have rate cuts into 2.9% plus core PCE inflation for the first time in 30 years, rapidly deteriorating U.S. labor market outlook, deficit spending running at over $2 trillion per year, jobs reports suspended due to government shutdown. Who cares? That's not going to make any difference anyways. 2 more Fed rate cuts in 2025 into stagflation. 100 billion plus per quarter in AI CapEx by the Mag 7. Own assets or be left behind. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this is the greatest wealth transfer that everyone always talked about for forever. Tom Selleck's code said, I feel only requirement is phallic shaped. Okay. I mean, if you guys don't mind the not edible, then maybe I'll maybe we'll do a prototype non-edible phallic item, and we'll see how people react. I'm not gonna tell you when. I'm not gonna tell you what it's gonna be. I'm just gonna do it one day, and you guys will be like, oh my gosh, that's so funny, huh? Or you'll be like, oh, I hate it. I can't eat that. And then we'll decide after that. The bull market, or this bull market, has been historic. The S&P 500 has traded above its 50-day moving average for 106 sessions, the longest streak in a year. This is also the 5th longest stretch over the last 30 years. Just 5 more sessions would make it the 3rd longest streak over the last 30 years. For context, the record run was 149 sessions in 2007. That happened to be right before 2008, and we all know what happened then. Meanwhile, the NASDAQ 100 ETF, QQQ, has gone 107 sessions above its 50-day moving average, its longest streak since 2017. Market momentum has rarely been stronger. Number go up. We like number go up. Investors are piling into options at a record pace. Total call options volume has averaged over 40 million contracts a day over the last 20 days, the most on record. Call options volume has doubled over the last 3 years. This is also 12 million contracts above the 2021 meme stock frenzy peak. Furthermore, call options as a share of total options volume hit 65% on Wednesday, matching the highs seen in late 2024. By comparison, during the April sell-off, this metric sat at 47, one of the lowest readings since the 2022 bear market. Bullish sentiment is through the roof. We're reaching the supercycle point. I can feel it. I can feel it, Mr. Krabs. Breaking: U.S. crude oil production surged to a record 13.6 million barrels per day in July. Over the last 5 years, U.S. oil production has risen to 4 million barrels per day, plus 40%. Since 2008, production has more than tripled, including other liquids. Total U.S. petroleum output reached a record 21.2 million barrels per day. Meanwhile, global oil markets are on track for a record surplus next year due to slowing demand growth and rising supplies. The U.S. is drilling like never before. This right here intrigued me. Due to slowing demand growth and rising supplies. I do believe Tesla delivered a record quantity of cars this last quarter. And that's probably because it's not just Tesla. Tesla's like a good metric to look at. But there's a bunch of all of the other auto manufacturers and even like other just pure electric auto manufacturers that are delivering cars. And I see them all over the road here. And I live in the middle of nowhere. So I think electric has definitely got a lot more traction than people realize. Layoffs are running historically high. U.S. job cut announcements fell 26% year over year in September to 54,064, marking the 3rd month this year with a year-over-year decline in cuts. In Q3, planned layoffs rose plus 16% year over year to 202,118, the highest Q3 since the 2020 pandemic. Year to date, U.S. employers have announced 946,426 job cuts, the highest total since 2020. This is also the fifth highest reading over the last 36 years of Challenger, Gray, and Christmas data. The government sector has led the increase with 299,755 job cuts in 2025. Good. Including 289,363 federal workers. I don't mean to say good to people losing their jobs. That's never okay. But unfortunately for us normal people, the federal government is wasting so much freaking money. I actually am going to, unfortunately, celebrate 300,000 less salaries that we have to pay out of our tax dollars. Because there's some weird crap that they paid people for. And I'm okay with them cutting some jobs. Maybe not all of them. I feel really bad. I would never want to be in that position myself. But I also don't want to be taken advantage of as a taxpayer. And I feel like no matter what I'm going to, this just feels a little bit less taken advantage of, which is the start. You know, I'm not going to try to ask for too much at once, but it is what it is. Technology and retail have followed with 107,878 and 86,233 job cuts respectively. The job market needs help. I disagree. I think that we're going to get new jobs that are going to be different, and I think AI is replacing jobs that maybe shouldn't have existed in the first place, unfortunately. I'm not talking about like robotics, like replacing construction workers and all that crazy stuff, but like simple like clerical stuff, entry-level jobs. And it's an unfortunate reality of progressing into the future, but you know, growing pains. We're gonna have to deal with it sooner or later. I'd rather get it over with now. Tom Selleck-Scote said, modern bombs don't tick 9 out of 10 times. It's an electric razor, but every once in a while it's a dildo. What? What? Are you fighting a different war? Tom Selleck-Scote's been into some kinky shit. Rothschild raises Coinbase target to $320, saying institutional demand will benefit the exchange. I think Coinbase is going to be huge. I don't really see any other competitor for them, to be completely honest. Not in the U.S. Maybe Kraken, and Kraken's like way far behind. So I feel like Coinbase they got it in the bag for sure. Cal Sheet Markets are now predicting a 15-day U.S. government shutdown. It was 13, I think, just yesterday. 15 is the new norm, so we'll see what happens. This one is probably the most interesting, and still, to me, points to the fact, in my opinion, that Solana should be number 2, which is insane considering what big of a difference that would be. If Solana had the same market cap as Ethereum, it would be $1,000. So I think $1,000 for Solana is a no-brainer. This metric right here, Solana has dominated spot trading on decentralized exchanges for 11 consecutive months, surpassing Ethereum. And this is just one metric. I believe Solana also outpaces Ethereum for revenue, for like DeFi revenue, which is the main metric that you're supposed to look at. Follow the money. And I think I've mentioned a million times, the fact that Solana fees are like pennies on the dollar compared to Ethereum, and they're still somehow making more money than Ethereum, shows you how many more people are using Solana than Ethereum. That's a huge difference, huge metric. And I feel like it's overlooked. I really do. And I'm not even a Solana guy. I think that it deserves to be second place, though, above Ethereum. U.S. September non-farm payrolls report was not released due to the government shutdown. Here's my next suggestion. My next job cut suggestion. How is this information not automated? Why do we need a human being to release this information? You're telling me that they collect all of this. What do? Go door to door? Like farm to farm and ask them how many people they've hired? Or factory, non-farm to non-farm, whatever that is. There's no way this cannot be an automated statistic. Any kind of statistical anything coming out of the government should be automated. It's not hard. We've been automating statistics since like 2002, probably. It's probably even earlier. That's probably what they made the computer for. I'm pretty sure that is what they made the computer for. So don't tell me that you need a human being behind the desk for that job. I'm sorry. Standard Chartered says Bitcoin could soon climb to $135,000 on rising institutional demand and ETF inflows. Let's freaking go. 135K would be sick. I think it's going to be crazy. Once we break 125, it's going to be insane. The current all-time high is 124,474. 125 is a huge psychological area. Coach said, the pump of Bitcoin looks strange for me. It's too beautiful for be true. I agree, Coach. I really do. I mean, the fractals said it all. Congratulations, Tom Selleck-Scope. Once again, in your victory, enjoy your churro. Tether is seeking capital to back a new tokenized gold reserve. That would be pretty cool. Jay Shear 2.0 said folks who lost their jobs should have been in crypto or some type of hedge. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel bad because honestly, if I worked a government job, I would probably be so comfy. It seems like the most cushy. Like, well, I'm never going to lose my job. It's the federal government. That's like the ultimate job security. I cannot imagine the gut-punching feeling of, like, losing your federal job due to, like, Doge cuts. That would F me up, dude. But, that being said, I don't know. As an adult, you have to prepare. And maybe you should also be aware, like, hey, if I'm the guy that puts out the... like how many campfires are Americans having on average this month statistic, then maybe I should have known the writing on the wall. Like, my job's not really necessary. You know, I don't think people really need that information. So I should probably start looking for a different employment. Jay Shear said, facts, JJ. Coach said, when money printing, I believe that the Fed is actually about to have their hand is going to be forced to end quantitative tightening, which is code for start quantitative easing, which is code for money printing, which I believe they're already doing, but it's not flat out printing. They're like printing it for a different reason, so they don't have to say money printing. Cheers, guys. Happy Friday. Stock Money Lizards posted still hold territory. Bitcoin is too easy. Price is greater than weighted moving average 14, green equals hold. Weighted moving average 14 greater than price, greater than exponential moving average 200, red equals sell. I don't know. Number go up. If you guys want to look heavily into this, then go ahead. Okay, yeah, actually, you can see it right here. Below the red line is sell. Above the red line is hold. Below the purple line is buy. The red line is exponential moving average 200 week. And the purple line is price. What? That doesn't make any sense. What is the purple line? Weighted moving average greater than 200. I don't understand this. I don't understand it. Basically, hopefully never go up. We'll see. Dream Tank said cheers. What's going on, Dream Tanks? I've genuinely never been more confused. What the hell? Can you just tell me what the red line and the purple line are? The purple line is not the price. The price is the freaking green candle. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at there. Quentin048.eth posted, Bitcoin flipped an 8-year resistance into support. Let's freaking go. Look at this. Resistance, 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 break, support. I do believe that that is the ultimate supercycle signal, not financial advice. And then last but not least, we got Mustache. Altcoins, BTC, total market cap. Finally looks like the big crypto rally is starting. And the best thing about it, it repeats the entire structure of 2017, only much bigger. Oh boy, you're not ready for what's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, number go up. Bitcoin currently trading at 122,236 and 93 cents. Total 3. Having trouble with that current all-time high, but we are right there. This, in my opinion, is the alt season signal that I have been waiting for personally. Let's actually go take a look at our Fear and Greed is at 59, neutral still. Altcoin season index is at 67 out of 100. I think once we cross 75, that's when stuff starts to really heat up. Mr. Roberts said I'm out. JJ, take care, good people. Peace. Take it easy, Mr. Roberts. I appreciate you for stopping by. Cheers. Happy Friday, my friend. Total 3. Yeah, total 3 looks awesome. Bitcoin dominance 58.89. It is getting a little green here. I really would like to see it continue to reject 59 and just plummet. That's what I'm really excited for. All right, portfolio update. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is up $6 at the moment. Currently we have, it's 50-50 actually. 5 in the green, 5 in the red. Starting from the bottom, Fetch is down $22. Shib is down 19. Aptos is down 12, Ondo is down 6, Render is down 3, Near is up 32 cents, Doge is up 6, Property's up 7, Ada's up 12, and Sol is up 39, looking good. And then next we got our Memecoin portfolio. JShear 2.0 said, I don't think people were ready for what's to come. Later robbers. Memecoin portfolio is still down $48. Not too bad though. We still have 2 assets in the red here. Starting from the bottom, we got GigaChad is down $104. SNEK is down $13. Pepe's up 12. Doge is up 19. And WIF is up 36. Looking good. Then we got our narrative portfolio, my favorite and probably the most stable. Currently up $68.23. This portfolio stayed green the entire time. It did not go red during that last dip, which is very exciting. This portfolio is made up of 1 meme coin, 1 artificial intelligence coin, 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin, 1 real-world asset coin, and 1 gaming coin, and it is absolutely killing it. Currently, there's only 1 asset in the red, and that is VeChain is down $14. Fetch is up 1, Tau is up 10, Mana's up 25, and Pepe is up 44. Mana had quite a run, didn't it? I wonder if they had some kind of announcement. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Beautiful recovery. That is a bear trap if I've ever seen one. Look at that. Inverse Bart. That's so sick. It's got 1, 2, 3. Kind of looks like an inverse head and shoulder as well. Not necessarily though. There's no solid neckline. But it looks good. It looks really good. That's exciting. Beautiful dip buying opportunity. I like it. Let's get above 39.34 next. I was not expecting this to perform that well, honestly. And then last but not least, we got our perfect entry portfolio. Each asset in this portfolio is picked by you guys, the community, via voting. And you guys killed it. There's only 3 assets in the red right now. The entire purpose of this portfolio was to buy when the market was incredibly red, bearish, blood in the streets. The top was in, the market was over, there was no alt season coming, the world was ending. That is when we added 1 asset at a time to this portfolio. And we added 1 asset like per dip. So there has been 10 significant dips for us to add 10 coins. And it was a $100 purchase per coin. So the initial investment is $1,000. We're $128 in the green right now. And we only have 3 assets in the red. Starting from the bottom, Render is down 13. Avalanche is down 10. And the graph is down 6. Pith is up 2. Ondo's up 5. Sui is up 15. ETH is up 16. Sol is up 29. Crow is up 37, and Chainlink is leading the pack up 48. And because these initial investments were $100 a piece, the dollar amount is also the percentage. So Chainlink is up 48% since we added it to the portfolio, which is pretty huge. Same with Crow up 37. Sol is up 29. ETH is up 16. The idea of this portfolio is to show you that you do not have to spend 4 to 6 years in crypto in order to make a profit. If you are just strategic with your buys, then you can be in profit almost immediately. You just got to know what you're doing, and it takes discipline. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm perfect and I created a portfolio just like this, because I didn't. You know, I've been here for like 4+ years. It took me at least 3 of those years to become profitable. So it's definitely, there's a learning curve for sure, but it is possible. Bitcoin's still chilling. Congratulations, Tom Selleck Scope, once again on your victory. Enjoy your limp churro. I still have yet to have a churro myself in real life. I would like to try one. I would like to try one of these days. Pinlink, silver. I can't believe silver is still holding up, dude. That's crazy. What a beautiful rally. I want to check copper. Ooh. Is this per pound? This has got to be per pound, right? Yeah, they had this big dump. What? I don't remember. What was this about? There was like tariff news or something. They did tariff news, and then they announced like a ridiculous like mining deal or something. I don't remember. I thought it was crazy though. That's like the craziest rug I've seen on precious metals. Everything's quiet. XRP's up 0.25%. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, let's see if we get a pullback. Maybe we get a weekend pullback. The fractal maybe plays out. I don't know. I would like to see Bitcoin at least hold 120. 120 is going to be psychological level. And I'm going to change this because, yeah, psychological. Well, actually, that might be a relevant line. I might leave that there. Make it green. I'll just leave it purple for now. Congratulations, Tom Selleck Scope, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I am probably going to call it an evening. Gotta go grocery shopping before the grocery store closes. It used to be open till midnight, man. I don't know. After the virus, everything got ruined. Can we at least go back to midnight? I don't need 24 hours. At least give me midnight, though. Yeah, total 3. I'm excited for it. I want to see this break. It might not break right away. We might be looking for a retrace here. Maybe retrace down to 1.14 and then break. We'll see. Anyways, guys, as always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Friday and good night.